Hey guys, welcome to the channel and another video. Today I'm going to be watching Tombstone by George P. Cosmatos, starring Kurt Russell, Val Kilmer, and quite a few others I've been told that I'll recognize. Apparently this movie has quite the ensemble cast and I should recognize a couple of the other actors. I've been meaning to watch a good Western movie for the longest time, and I ended up asking my patrons and they voted for this film. Although Westerns, they aren't my favorite genre, it's still probably sci-fi. I've actually watched quite a few excellent ones on the channel, including The Good, The Bad, and The Ugly, Unforgiven, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, among others, so do check those out when you have the time. About Tombstone, I know very little about this movie. I believe it deals with Wyatt Earp's story. I only know Wyatt Earp by reputation, that he was a very famous figure in the American West back in the late 1800s. I've also been told that it's loosely inspired by true events, so that should be interesting, knowing that a lot of these people really existed. But that's about it, because I don't know anything when it comes to the actual story here. But before we get into it, to help support the channel, I have a Patreon page for full-length reviews and reactions to this movie and over 200 movies, 2 TV shows, early access, and weekly polls for what to watch next. You'll need your own copy to watch along. The link's in the description below. Please consider being a patron. Please subscribe to the channel. Click that bell icon for instant notifications. Do check out my other videos. Like if you like this video, feel free to dislike it if you didn't. With all that being said, let's get started. Tombstone, Cosmatos, Russell, Kilmer, let's go.
1879. The Civil War is over.
Wow, that's real footage.
Cattle drovers turned cow towns into armed camps with murder rates higher than those of modern-day New York or Los Angeles.
The West was a dangerous place.
Tombstone becomes queen of the boomtown.
Oh, Tombstone's an actual place.
They call themselves the Cowboys.
The Cowboys. The Cowboys, they wear red sachets. And Wyatt Earp, he's a retired lawman, and he has a friend called Doc Holliday. I think they're about to be attached to this Mexican wedding. Oh no. Red sachets. Dude, is that Michael Biehn? I think that's Michael Biehn. Holy crap, it's a massacre. So they're taking revenge for this town killing 2 cowboys, so they're just shooting indiscriminately? That's messed up.
Tell him get on his knees.
Oh man. They're going to kill the newlyweds.
They call me Curly Bill Broses.
Curly Bill.
So next time we come, you better step aside.
Yeah, they're clearly terrorists, literally.
You go to hell! You first.
Jeez.
¡Salvajes! ¡Tú eres el hijo de Satanás!
Dude, Michael Biehn's character just killed the priest. Dude, what an intro sequence. So, the director here, Cosmatos, he just set up the antagonists of the film. The gang called the Cowboys. Kurt Russell. I love Kurt Russell.
Mr. Earp.
He's playing Earp.
I said forget it. I don't want the job, and that's fine.
Yep, a retired lawman.
I did my duty. Now I'd like to get on with my life.
Well, I know that sour face anywhere.
Sam, Elliot, and I believe Bill Paxton? My patrons were right. This is quite the ensemble cast.
I sure been dreaming about this. God, since forever. Wait,
What?
don't talk. Just
It's nice.
yeah.
I think the director is showing this because stuff will go down and things will happen. Oh man.
500.
Val Kilmer is playing Doc.
Take your money and get out. Because I'm tired of listening to your mouth. Does this mean we're not friends anymore?
He's not kidding.
Now we can be friends again.
Oh man, he gave him the chance. Was this the plan in the first place? Wow. I love the camera work here, the cinematography, I mean. It's beautiful. I mean, can you imagine being in a place like this at a time like that? What a name for a town, right? Like Tombstone.
Just this minute, I'm Wyatt Earp, and these are my brothers,
Wyatt Earp.
Virgil and Morgan.
Oh, brothers! They're not friends, they're siblings.
Side sheriff, I'm also tax collector, captain of the fire brigade, and chairman of the nonpartisan anti-Chinese league.
Anti-Chinese league. Can't believe I'm laughing at that.
He ain't no law. Only real law around here is the cowboys.
The Cowboys.
See that bird at the faro table?
You back that queen again, you son of a bitch. I'll blow you right up that wildcat's ass. Do you hear me, huh?
Why don't you get rid of him, get yourself a straight dealer?
Sure, stranger. That's easy for you to say.
Just want to let you know you're sitting in my chair.
I'm real scared.
I can see that in your eyes.
Listen, mister, I'm getting awful tired of your...
I said throw down, boy.
I think he's just trying to show dominance?
No?
Yeah, he's all bark, no bite. I mean, he was a lawman, right? He knows how to deal with punks.
25% of the house take sound about right?
Ah, I just got that. So he's offering security in exchange for a cut of the winnings. Interesting.
What? Johnny Tyler! You madcap!
It's Doc.
Wyatt Earp?
Johnny, I apologize. I forgot you were there. You may go now.
No, sir, the die is cast. We are growing. Be as big as San Francisco in a few years and just as sophisticated.
Ah, just as he says that, somebody gets shot.
Very cosmopolitan.
They crossed this to bet and called me a liar.
So I shot him. That's Billy Zane. He looks so young here.
Nice scenery.
Well. All three of you are married, man. I mean, I do have an idea of where this story is going. I expect a face-off between Wyatt and the Cowboys, but I don't know how that'll happen.
They're shooting at us! They're actually...
These people casually shooting up the theater.
Damn.
You may indeed.
He said that a lot of people, when they die, they see this light. They say it's the light leading you to heaven.
Really? What about hell? They got a sign there or what?
Hey, what?
Ruining a good moment.
Tonight, me and my old man are gonna have some fun. Get moving.
Oh wow, that's really good visual storytelling. Showing that both the brothers are very close with their wives, whereas Wyatt seems distant.
Please stay with me.
That the bottle Lou gave you?
Yes, it is.
Maybe you should see a doctor.
Oh man, is it like cocaine or opium?
You look beautiful tonight.
And what a maiden, pure as the driven snow, I'm sure.
Hey, Doc, come on.
I mean, Kilmer is doing an excellent job as Doc. He looks really sickly, he's sweating.
And what would you do if she walked in here?
I'd ignore her. People can change, Doc.
I'll remember you said that.
Oh, and she does walk in.
Oh, hell.
I mean, he barely resisted, if you ask me.
You must be Doc Holliday.
You must be Ringo.
Oh, Ringo.
The deadliest pistolier since Wild Bill, they say.
Oh, he's ready with the shotgun. And he's quite the show-off. That tells me a lot about his character. And now, Doc's like mocking him.
The man dealing faro. Who is he?
That's Wyatt Earp.
She's definitely interested.
I believe he's married.
I don't think she cares.
Hello.
Hello. Easy now.
What is it?
Yeah, Wyatt's definitely a complex character.
Let's run it out of them.
Yeah, I'm an oak, all right.
I'm an oak, alright. Oh man. Again, I love wide cinematography, open landscapes. They just do it for me.
Oh, he's laughing. I didn't think you ever laughed.
Yeah, I laugh sometimes.
Are you happy?
Asking the real questions.
I want to move and go places and never look back. Just have fun.
Yeah, the cinematography during the sunsets, the color, so beautiful. Ah, and the wife with her addiction.
Is that the opium Lou gave you?
And it's confirmed, it is opium.
What if we pulled up stakes and just moved on, you know? Live on room service the rest of our lives. How'd that be?
Room service? Wyatt, what are you talking about?
She's not receptive. She doesn't like the idea. Ooh, he's at an opium den. I don't know this actor who's playing Curly Bill, but he's doing quite the job. Why are you shooting my man? I mean, yeah, he's clearly out of his mind.
Come on now. Hand those over, Curly. Hand them over.
Oh!
Bring him up! Nobody's hanging anybody.
You don't step aside, we'll tear you apart.
He's bluffing. Let's rush him.
No. He ain't bluffing.
He ain't bluffing.
You're next.
Can't have a murder without a witness.
What?
Case dismissed. Yeah.
No witnesses came forward, so he was acquitted. City of Tombstone. I think it's a new law.
Nobody's saying you can't own a gun.
Oh, he's outlawing guns.
I have to talk to you about this.
No, we don't have to talk. You can read, can't you?
I told you we weren't getting involved.
You got us involved when you brought us here.
All right, now you listen to me.
Wyatt doesn't want to be in law enforcement anymore. He just wants to make his money and travel.
Now, this is trouble we don't need. You saw what happened to Fred White? Say you're right. Say you don't get yourself killed.
The two brothers are in law enforcement. Something bad might happen to them, and it'll force Wyatt to get involved again.
Wyatt, just in time.
Yeah. Doc's getting progressively worse as the film moves forward.
What is that now? The 12 hands in a row holiday? Son of a bitch, nobody's that lucky.
Get your goddamn hands off me!
Come to think about it, we haven't seen Curly Bill in quite a while.
I'd say you lost some 60% of your lung tissue, maybe more.
60%.
You need complete rest.
Oh! The cowboys, are they here for revenge?
Stay calm, use your hair, that'll be all right. Guess maybe you better swear me in.
He's about to become official law enforcement. And his gun. With his name on it!
It's not your problem, Doc. You don't have to mix up in this.
That is a hell of a thing for you to say to me.
Oh, the music is kicking up. Oh man, the character framing here is fantastic. The close-ups, the actors really get to shine. Was Virgil just Shaw? That was so much chaos in about 1 minute.
All of you are under arrest.
I don't think I'll let you arrest us today, Biehn.
Oh man, there's no coming back from this.
Well, I guess we did our good deed for today, Mayor.
And I finally remember this actor. He's Locke from Lost. Murdered on the streets of Tombstone.
It's nothing like I thought.
I know. Me too.
What do you want, Ringo?
I want your blood.
Oh, Michael Biehn is so good as the villain.
Johnny, don't! No, Johnny, whoa. Son, easy. Now ain't the time.
Now ain't the time. I think that's important. They are planning something.
I see what's going on between you and Wyatt. I'm not a fool.
Oh no. Yeah, I like the idea of a thunderstorm in the background. It's a reflection of the state of minds of the people of this town. Oh no. Is Virgil going to get ambushed?
Are you all right, Maddie?
Yes. You expecting someone?
No!
Who was that? attacking unarmed women. Coward.
What?
Oh. We gotta get out of here. Get out of here. Listen to yourself, Wyatt. All right, what do you want me to do?
Just leave me alone, for God's sake.
It is personal for Wyatt now.
I'm here to let you know that it wasn't me. I had no part of it.
You want us for anything? We're with you.
Some of them are actually leaving the cowboys, renouncing them. But come to think of it, they had no issues when they literally committed a massacre in Mexico, killing women and children. Things took a real bad turn.
No! Get her out of here, Jesus!
You're right, Wyatt. They got me good. Remember what I said about seeing a light when you're dying? It ain't true. I can't see a damn thing.
Dude. Oh man, he's dead. I wonder how much of this movie is based on reality.
I want you to know it's over. Smells like someone died.
Take Stillwell and finish it.
Oh man, they're going to chase after them, aren't they? Wow. Again with the cinematography and how the light is coming through the clouds.
Where's Wyatt? Right behind you, Stillwell.
What a coward.
Tell him I'm coming! And hell's coming with me, you hear?
Oh yes.
Hell's coming with me!
They're whittling down the numbers. They're killing a lot of these cowboys. Oh, what a way to go.
Got you a little crossfire. How you like that?
A crossfire means you yourself can get shot, Curly Bill, dumbass. Oh, dude, Curly Bill's dead. What a mess. What a shootout.
It's not revenge he's after.
It's bloodlust.
It's a reckoning.
That too.
It's your friends that did it. You tried to bring something fine into your ugly world and you shot him for it.
Dose of reality right there. It's true.
Ringo and Biehn are out front. There's about 30 of them.
I gotta find a place to hole up.
Doc.
Oh man. Val Kilmer, man. You're an excellent actor.
We got a sick man. Our horses are done in.
Dude, that's Charlton Heston! I've seen him in Planet of the Apes recently. But again, that was like 30 years before this film. Josephine. The director is giving a lot of screen time to her.
I'm sorry that I
forgave you the moment you said it.
He wants a straight-up fight, just you and him. Settle this thing once and for all.
A man like Ringo got a great empty hole right to the middle of him.
What does he need?
Revenge.
For what?
Being born.
Damn. I don't even know what to make of that.
I can't beat him, can I?
No.
He's known to have the fastest hands. That's quite a touching moment.
They want him, they gotta come over us first.
Mr. Heston.
He's waiting for you by the big oak.
I didn't think you had it in you.
I'm your huckleberry.
It's Doc!
We started a game we never got to finish. Play for blood, remember?
All right, Lunger. Let's do it.
Oh, Michael Biehn, you're fantastic. Oh man, these close-up shots really up the tension. Oh, that was awesome.
Poor soul. He was just too high-strung.
A true friend, Doc. It really subverted my expectations.
My hypocrisy goes only so far.
Oh, wow. Now they're going after the rest of the gang. I really hope they finally get the coward. I believe his name is Ike. Glenwood Sanitarium. So Ike lives at the end? It's finally time to go, Doc.
I brought you something.
What did you want?
Just to live a normal life.
No.
There's no normal life, Wyatt. Take that beauty and run. Don't look back. Live every second.
Kilmer's line delivery here is just crazy. He's so good.
Thanks for always being there, Doc.
My Friend, Doc Holliday by Wyatt Earp. He actually wrote a small book. Wow.
Good show.
Again with Josephine.
I have nothing left. Nothing to give you. I promise I'll love you the rest of your life.
I'm glad that they're both happy. But what about his wife, man?
The power of the cowboy gang was broken forever. Ike Clanton was shot and killed 2 years later.
Oh, great. Ike died.
Mattie died of a drug overdose shortly after she left Tombstone. Up or down, thin or flush, in 47 years they never left each other's side.
Oh, wow. And it's sad that the wife died. And the film ends with a flashback of their heydays. And Charlton Heston. That was a very good film. I thoroughly enjoyed it, guys. Okay, I took some time to collect my thoughts. First off, that was such a good movie. While I wouldn't say that this is the best Western I've ever seen, it's definitely up there. Because Matos' directing here, it was solid, and I'd consider the other strengths of the film to be the story, the performances, especially from Kilmer, the production end, like the sets and costumes, and the cinematography. I have two criticisms of the film though. The first is the music, the score more specifically, which was okay, but I don't think it was excellent. In some scenes it was really good, but overall, in my opinion, it was a little average. Not as memorable compared to other classic westerns. The music, I don't know. Anyways, the second weakness had to do with the secondary characters and some of the subplots. I felt like there was just too many characters introduced in the movie to give them any meaningful arcs. Some of the secondary characters, I feel, do get neglected. I mean, I'm glad that the director chose to give a lot of screen time to the main characters, the main 4 or 5 characters. But some of the others, like Wyatt's wife, the rest of the cowboy gang, and even the younger Wyatt brother, Morgan, I felt like their storylines were a little forgotten, a little sparse. I wanted to know more about them. Maybe increasing the runtime by 15-20 minutes would have added to the film. The first act, apart from the introduction sequence, which was great, was a little slow, but thankfully the pace picks up, and by the third act it just becomes excellent. Anyways, let's start with the directing by George P. Cosmatos and the script by Kevin Jarre. I was told that this movie was loosely inspired by true events, and honestly, even if half of what they showed was true, Wyatt Earp led an extraordinarily adventurous life. I'll definitely be looking him up after the review. And please let me know if there's like a documentary made on him. I'll definitely like to watch that. Like I just mentioned, the introduction sequence was fantastic. How the director introduced us to the cowboy gang, how they were straight up crazy, reckless, and the director wasn't scared of showing some of the atrocities they committed in the movie. He did a great job in making us hate the gang, especially when Ringo kills the priest at the beginning. You know that there's no redemption for them. Let's talk a little about the performances. The cast was incredible, a true ensemble. Actors like Sam Elliot, Bill Paxton, and the small cameo from the legendary Charlton Heston, they were all fantastic. But 3 performances really stood out to me. Kurt Russell's layered performance of Wyatt Earp was very memorable. He's a veteran actor. I really did want to see more scenes with his wife and how they were slowly getting more distant, if that makes any sense, especially since the director wanted to set up a romance with Josephine later. I felt that part of the character really needed a little more work, but his overall story arc was solid. Michael Biehn, he really stole the show as the villain though. I believe Powers Booth played the leader of the gang, Curly Bill, and while his performance, it was fine, Biehn really, he was better. He was just better. He played his character with a certain craziness and unhinged psychopath that's really hard to portray. He really plays villains so well. I wish he was a bigger star than he is right now. That man deserves it. However, the best performance of the entire movie was easily Val Kilmer's Doc Holliday. Wyatt's friend, a heavy gambler, and a man dying from tuberculosis. Just a side note, I loved how people kept calling him Lunger. That was hilarious. What an insult. What a word, Lunger. Anyways, his character had probably the best story arc of the movie. I don't know, but it was pretty great. And he is the person who kills Rango at the duel at the end. A true friend to Wyatt, and although his tuberculosis caused him to become a reckless and almost suicidal, his final act was for the good. In fact, he was the person who encouraged Wyatt to live his best life, to live life to the fullest. I also wanted to touch up on some of the action sequences, which were very well shot and easy to follow. There were two main ones: the shootout at the end of the second act, where both two Wyatt brothers get injured, and of course the finale, which was very, very impressive. Moving on to the cinematography, it was above average in my opinion. It was pretty good actually. The open landscape shots really get to me every time, but I'd consider the camera work to be better than the cinematography here, especially those close-up shots of the actors during the duels and the shootouts. That's classic Western stuff right there, and it really worked. Those shots let the actors shine in a sense and really showcases their skills. I had no complaints with the editing, except the fact that I did feel like the movie was a little short at 2 hours and 5 minutes, I think. What I mean by that is I wanted to see more interactions with some of the secondary characters, like the other Wyatt brothers, the cowboys, and even Wyatt himself with his wife, and how they were getting more distant. But I also feel like this has more to do with the actual writing than the editing, so I can't really fully blame the editing here. The score of the film, it was average in my opinion. When I think of movies like The Good, the Bad, the Ugly, or even Unforgiven, months after watching them, the theme songs still play at the back of my head. They were that iconic. Unfortunately, it's not true for this movie. The music, in a couple of scenes, it had its moment of greatness, the brilliance, but they were few and far between. The sound mixing and sound design of the film, they were far superior though. The gunshots sounded real, the shootouts, they had a certain authenticity to them. And I feel like the sound mixing in those scenes were particularly good. What do you think of the score of the movie? Do let me know in the comments. As I've talked about my criticisms already, overall, Tombstone was a solid Western. Although I wouldn't say that it was the best Western ever or the best Western I've ever seen, I really, really had a good time with it. It's definitely either a classic or a classic in the making. The story of Wyatt Earp was fascinating to watch. The performances from the entire ensemble cast, Kurt Russell, Sam Elliot, Bill Paxton, Michael Biehn, and especially Val Kilmer, they were fantastic. The production and the cinematography were very good too. I did feel like some of the secondary characters, they were a little neglected, as I mentioned, but the film as a whole, it was gripping and it held my full attention the whole time. Thank you so much for the recommendation, guys. Anyways, thank you for watching. I have a Patreon page. Consider being a patron. Subscribe to the channel. Click that bell icon for instant notifications. Do check out my other videos. Like if you like this video, dislike it if you didn't. I will see you in the next one. Bye.